The modern internet is a highly engineered environment, strictly optimized to extract human engagement through constant provocation. When users encounter a troll or rage bait, their immediate instinct is to defend their dignity. They reply, argue, and quote tweet, feeling a visceral need to answer the perceived disrespect. This defensive posture is an ancient philosophical position, originally championed by Aristotle. In his Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle argued that anger is a functional and proportionate response to injustice. For those following his logic, feeling anger when belittled is a necessary sign of virtue, proving that you value your own standing. Modern digital behavior aligns with this framework. Users feel a sense of righteousness when engaging in conflict, believing their anger serves as a tool for enforcing social boundaries. By treating anger as a valid social weapon, users surrender control of their attention. They provide the metrics the algorithm requires, fueling an economy that relies on continuous, high-arousal conflict. Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius represent a rival tradition that views Aristotle's defense of anger as a dangerous misunderstanding of the human mind. To the Stoics, reacting with anger to an external provocation is a cognitive failure. It is a sign that the mind has stopped functioning logically. At the center of their theory is the hegemonikon, the ruling faculty of the mind. The hegemonikon is the only territory we truly possess. It is responsible for processing the raw data of the world and assigning it a specific meaning. Aristotle treats an insult as a real injury that demands a response. The Stoics view the same insult as inert data. It only becomes harmful if the hegemonikon chooses to accept the provoker's premise. Engaging with digital provocation is a voluntary handover of your cognitive autonomy. You are allowing the provoker to dictate your internal state. When you read a rage-inducing headline or a troll's comment, there is a moment before you react where the data is suspended. The Stoics defined this incoming information as a fantasia, an impression. By itself, the impression has no moral weight. A string of text on a screen cannot physically or mentally damage you without your cooperation. This raises a question. If the impression is harmless, why do we experience the actual pain of anger? This text from Epictetus provides the answer. We become angry because we set store on things outside our control, like public reputation. The harm is generated internally, the moment the user agrees their digital reputation is a critical good that's been damaged. The provoker has no inherent power to wound. The user self-inflicts the injury by validating the attacker's premise. Outrage is a symptom of a ruling faculty that mistakes external noise for an internal priority. Epictetus illustrated this mechanic through the loss of a physical object, a lamp very much like this ancient clay oil lamp. A thief stole Epictetus's iron lamp from his home. While an Aristotelian would demand justice and feel affronted, Epictetus remained calm. He recognized that the thief was acting on a false impression, the belief that possessing a physical lamp was the highest possible good. Epictetus valued his internal rationality more than the physical iron. Because the thief could not steal Epictetus's ability to reason, no actual injury occurred. The exchange was a simple transfer of material. Online, a troll attempts to steal your peace of mind by attacking your external reputation. If you place no value on your digital reputation, the troll's weapon strikes empty space. Stripping external variables of their value leaves digital thieves with nothing to take. To the Stoics, philosophy is a real-time monitoring system. It requires testing every impression before it is allowed to enter the mind. Epictetus gives a specific command for dealing with provocation. Wait for me a bit, impression. Let me take a look at you and what you are about. Let me test you. This pause creates a delay between the external stimulus and the emotional reaction. During this window, you perform the test. Is this data within my direct control, or is it outside of it? If the data is external, like a comment or a news headline, you withhold synchetathesis, or assent. Without your assent, the impression is categorized as indifferent and discarded. It never reaches the stage where it can trigger an emotion. Treating impressions as hypotheses that require your approval prevents the algorithm from hijacking your focus. Stoic practice is often confused with passivity. However, a mind free from irrational passion remains fully observant and active within the world. The practitioner continues to read the news and fulfill their duties, but they do so without being infected by the surrounding chaos. The goal is to secure your prohairesis, or moral volition. Prohairesis is the absolute control over your own judgments. It is a domain sealed off from external influence. In this state, no algorithm and no troll can force an emotion upon you without your explicit permission. You cannot silence the digital attention economy, but you control the gates to your own mind. In an environment that mines human attention through weaponized outrage, sovereignty is found in a single quiet choice: the refusal of assent.